So one of the most requested features for School Core is to be able to see where students are scheduled for the week, so that if you have students who are unassigned, you can make sure that you assign them to a place, or make sure that you have them sign up for places. The other reason for the need for this is that folks want to assign a student and want to make sure that they aren't already assigned to a different session or being pulled from, say, a club meeting where they need to go for that day. So the way that this is going to work is it shows up in a couple of places. So I'm just here on my dashboard, and you'll see some changes to this over the coming weeks as well. But to see this, where students are scheduled, we put that into a couple of different spots. So I'm going to start out with my roster. And you can see that this is my Monday roster, which is really a non-existent roster. It's a bunch of just made-up test users that we have. So this is the first place that you will be able to view that student's schedule for the week. So you will notice that this looks a little bit different than it previously maybe looked for you. You've got a couple of different things that are happening here. The first thing is this checkbox, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit. But the first thing that I want you to be able to see is over to the far right hand of the row with the student. You can click on these three dots now, and you can view their schedule. Now, first choice is toggle lock, which I don't have that available on Monday because Monday is advisory session, so students are automatically locked. So that one really doesn't matter for Monday sessions. Same thing for remove. I really can't remove a student from my Monday roster. But the last one is the one that we really want to see, and that is the View Schedule button. So if you click on that, you can then see where that student has been scheduled out for that week. Okay, so that way you can go through your roster, check where students are scheduling themselves or being scheduled, so that you can tell them to go ahead and get themselves scheduled for Monday for the remainder of that week. So that's the first place where that shows up. The second place shows up. We have to go to an actual day when we can schedule students. And where this shows up is when I am going to search for a student that I would like to add to my session. I will search for a student just like that. Here's that test user again. And again, the exact same three buttons over here where I can then assign them or view their schedule for that week. I pop that up. It pops out into a new window and shows me where they've been scheduled out. Okay. Now, let's talk about the checkbox. That's another feature that is maybe new to you this week. What that is we have enabled some mass actions so that if I click on multiple students, that then activates this button up here on the right that says Mass Actions. And if I click on that, I can either assign both of those students to my session, or I can just view schedules for those students. And you'll see that you can navigate the different student schedules with the left and right arrows at the bottom of that window. Okay? So those are some new features that have been added in there for you. Hopefully this will make scheduling a little bit easier for you.